Okay, I have this. I have this video. I'm just gonna turn this down. I have this video of a local pastor here in the Bay Area that he's a famous pastor. He has a lot of influence here in the Bay Area, and also he has a big church. I've been at his church. I actually did some stuff at his church as a sound engineer and stuff like that, but I never interact with the pastor, and I just did a couple of things over there. Anyway, so I'm not criticizing. I'm just making sure you guys understand, like, can technology and AI help us out to reach more people? Amazing. If the chosen, let me just be transparent. If the chosen is allowing to people who never heard about the gospel, I'm not saying the chosen is a gospel, but they're presenting the idea for you to go and search what the gospel is, which is Jesus came to earth. He lived a sinless life. He died. He rose from the dead. And because of this, Paul even says, because of his resurrection, now we have a motive to believe. Because nobody goes and resurrect from the dead. If this is actually a normal thing, then why are we doing this? It's not a normal thing. Now, Ron Carpenter created an app that you can ask the app or the pastor. It's his voice, and you can ask him to pray for you. You can do. I get it. But I think sometimes at church we try to do a lot. We try to be relevant to what is happening. Yet we're missing the point sometimes. That is, number one, relationships, community, and proximity. There we go. Proximity. So these are the three essentials for the church. The local body of church is relationships, community, and proximity. So 3 points for you to have a local church. Why? Because you need proximity. You need relationships. You need community. You need to be supported in some way. I was just listening to this podcaster. Something happened in his family, and he actually tells how his church family became so close to him and his wife because of the loss of, they lost somebody, a family member, and how incredible the family of God and the church came through. People, sent food and stuff like that. This is part of it. Sometimes we need action, the action of showing your faith, showing that God is in you. But how do we show this? Well, if you're part of the community, if you're part of a church, you have benefits. You have the benefits of having a friend. You have the benefits of somebody praying for you when you need it, listening to you. But I think technology is good at some point. Not everything is good in technology. But let's just watch this video and you guys tell me what's wrong with this.
Okay, I'd love to have my own personal pastor, so I hit the Ron Carpenter Ministries archive and I call Pastor Ron. And after I call Pastor Ron, let's say, let's say I'm not feeling good in my body.
Carpenter, how can I help?
Pastor Ron, I'm not feeling well today. Could you pray for me?
Hey there. I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling well. Let's take a moment to pray together. Heavenly Father, I thank you that you know us and hear us. Right now, I lift up my friend to you. I ask for your healing touch to be upon.
You know more about it? You have to wait. We'll tell you later.
Okay, I'm not criticizing. You gotta understand this. I'm not just like, oh, you're judging. I'm not judging. Oh, you're jealous. I'm not jealous. It's too much. First of all, it's too much. I don't know if you guys watched before this movie. It's called Her. It's an artificial intelligent system, and then this guy falls in love with her. I'm not saying you gotta fall in love with this guy right here and stuff like that. Hey, bless your heart, man. I get it. The motive is there. I don't know. Do you have to pay for this app? Let me just double check. Ron Carpenter. Oh, no, brother. Pastor creates AI version of himself as a personal pastor for users. Let me just put it up on the screen. Let me just go back to this and make sure it's gonna be on your screen. Oh my gosh, $49 a month. Woo! Oh, this is actually someone else. South Carolina. No. Okay, there you go. Ron Carpenter. Yeah, it is like a South Carolina pastor has created an AI version. He's not in South Carolina. He's in the Bay Area. Version by himself to offer personalized prayer and spiritual guidance. Ron Carpenter, a senior pastor of Redemption World Outreach Center in Green. I didn't know he was actually pastor over there. Or anyway, launched an app called the Ron Carpenter Ministries Advanced Archive. Am I missing something? I think, like I said, again, he's right here in Redemption Church, right here in San Jose, California. I don't know if they know this, but transcend traditional time and access barriers by providing one-on-one. I don't see what the one-on-one is. Personalized interactions. Carpenter explained to Protestia that the app allows users to have their own personal pastor with software that evolves with congregants, referencing past conversations and personalizing responses. I get it. I don't think it's wise. And the worst part is this: you have to pay $49 a month for this. The AI pastor offers a prayer for healing, saying, Heavenly Father, I thank you that you know us and hear us right now. I lift up my friend to you, and I ask for your healing touch to be upon him. Or the app will be available for $49 a month, according to Protestia. Hey, you have a personal pastor. What's next? What is next? I just want to ask you that. Like this, Pablo, is this biblical? I think we're taking too far this, because it shows me that you don't want to interact with people because you have a great church, a big church. I get it. I get the point of you have to serve the people that are watching you, because it's not the same thing that if you go to the church live and, if you can't come to the church, cool, I get it. And you have to have some sort of a service for me that I'm actually in this world. You have to have some sort of service for the people watching you, because being live streaming is not the same as you are live in the building. But this is actually being, sorry I'm saying this is called being lazy. It's cool. I'm not saying it's bad. It's cool. If you're up for this, go for it. You're up for this, that's okay. Go for it. I'm not going to judge. This is like, I'm not paying $49 to have a personal pastor. You have God in your life. You have God, a God who is with you. The only thing you gotta come is time in prayer, close the door, and talk to your Father in heaven, just like Jesus did. Am I right? Am I wrong? This is becoming a little bit too extreme. This is becoming a little bit too extreme. It's extreme. Yep. I don't understand sometimes.